Welcome back to Studio 701. Being able to connect with loved ones is so important right now.
So important. And today's Know Your Nonprofit, we're learning about some resources that may help with that.
Mike Shosey joins us now. Thank you for being here, Mike.
Thanks for having me back. It's a blast.
Now, North Dakota Assistive helps people find resources and tools they may not know are available. And today you're talking with us about hearing loss. So first of all, how much can hearing loss affect the household?
Well, it's unbelievable when you can't hear what's happening around you, how it affects your daily life. And the reason I brought that up to bring this week is, you know, we often think about the person that is affected by the hearing loss as the only person really that has the issue. But just in the last couple of weeks, we've had people into our building, and it's the people that live with people with hearing loss that maybe they don't struggle as much, but they're part of the equation, and it's frustrating for them as well. So thought we'd just show a couple of things that kind of help the whole family, the whole household, get through some of those issues.
Yeah, if someone connects with this and they think, okay, I have a loved one who is going through some hearing loss right now, how can North Dakota Assistive help the family with that situation?
Okay, so I brought two devices, if I can show them today, and they're so simple. And you know, sometimes we like to bring the things that are super cool and you can't find anywhere and you'd never see anywhere else. These are simple devices. So the one I have in this hand, and I'm shaking it right now, this is called a Comfort Duet, and really it's just an amplifier. You can wear it around your neck, you can stick it in your shirt pocket, whatever. It's really tiny, and it amplifies a certain number of decibels, and it helps people hear better. And the thing that we assume, I think, is that everybody in the world has a hearing aid, right? Well, that's just not the case. A lot of people can't afford hearing aids, and above and beyond that, hearing aids aren't always working. They're not always effective. We hear a lot about cochlear implants and those other things. Not everybody's a candidate for that. And so the other device I brought, and this one is along the same lines, this one's called a pocket talker. And I brought this one because I have just a little story from this last week about this specific device. We had a couple in, and the lady who did not have hearing, and she wasn't a candidate for cochlear, and her hearing aids weren't working well, and she had never just made the right connection. And she put this device in, and you plug headphones right into it, and she aimed this, didn't even really know what she was aiming it at, and it happened to catch the rustling of some paper. So just the crumpling of the paper, and it's the first time she said she had ever heard that sound. And she literally broke down crying. And so, you know, those little moments that you don't know what tiny little thing is going to make a huge difference. And this is a $125 device that you can get on Amazon. There's nothing special about it, but it amplifies sound so everybody can hear. And it's one of those things that we take for granted.
Wow.
So that was a neat story. We actually had another couple in the week before that the wife was so frustrated that her husband couldn't hear. This is the device they left with. So.
Wow, and that's, you know, affordable for the difference that will make. Are you ever surprised at how many people don't know all of the devices that are out there? I know you are, Mike.
Yeah, but that's why we exist. So that's why North Dakota exists and is here, and why they have a program like it in all 50 states. That assistive technology is real. A lot of it's affordable, but, you know, who's going to spend the time looking for what's out there? And then the other thing that we do that I think is probably this kind of underlying forgotten piece is that a lot of times you can see something on TV. So you'll see this device and you go, yeah, it's perfect. Well, it might not be the one. There are probably a dozen or more different devices that might be better for your situation, and we can help you match the right situation with the right person.
So go in and see Mike and talk with him.
Yeah,
and
well, there are people a lot smarter than me at our place.
Well,
yes.
Whoever is there at North Dakota Assistive. But, yeah, you know, just personally speaking, what is that like for you to see someone react in such a way that it's made such a difference for them?
So, I mean, it's just if you talk to anybody that works for us, we love our job. I mean, what's better than making people's lives better? I mean, you get to go home every day knowing that you helped somebody, and there's just not a better feeling.
And, you know, we're talking with nonprofits about Giving Hearts Day, which is coming up. And I know North Dakota Assistive is on that list. So could you give us a pitch as to why someone should at least look at Giving Hearts Day and consider those options?
Absolutely. Well, there's a list of however many charities. They're all worthy. They're all wonderful. Giving Hearts Day is amazing. What we're trying to do this year is just this COVID situation has opened our eyes to the fact that we have offices in Fargo and Bismarck, and we've got to get out to the rural areas. We've got to find a way to show these devices to people in rural areas. So that's our mission with our Giving Hearts Day fundraising, is to, I don't know, buy vehicles to find a way to get out and service the whole state.
That's so wonderful. It's been so great to have you on the show to learn more about North Dakota Assistive and all that you offer. So thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
All right, this has been Know Your Nonprofit. If you'd like to know more about North Dakota Assistive, make sure you check out ndassistive.org.
And keep it here. Coming up next, we've been talking about Giving Hearts Day all week, Amber.
And we're going to continue that. Heather is here to tell us about another worthy place. Stay